It was raining hard that day when they noticed her. She was walking slowly along the highway, her thin body soaked, her fur dripping from the downpour. It was clear she had been struggling for a long time. A piece of netting was tied tightly around her back and belly, cutting into her skin and making it difficult for her to move. One of her eyes was injured, and it was obvious that her vision was not clear. She looked weak, hungry, and very tired. The rain grew heavier, the temperature dropped, and her little body shivered nonstop. At one point, she tried to hide in the bushes by the roadside, searching for even the smallest bit of shelter. That was when they stopped the car. They couldn't leave her like that. Carefully, they stepped out and tried to approach her. She was scared. Her body language showed it right away. She didn't trust people easily, and who could blame her after what she had gone through? They spoke softly, trying to comfort her, showing her that they meant no harm. For almost 30 minutes, they tried to win her trust. But every time they got a little closer, she backed away, ready to run. The rain didn't let up. It poured harder, but they didn't give up. They stayed there, patient, speaking gently, following her when she tried to leave. Finally, after nearly an hour, she gave in. Her body was shaking from the cold, and she was exhausted. One of them picked her up, wrapped her in a warm coat, and carried her to the car. At last, she was safe. When they arrived home, they placed her in a quiet room away from noise. They dried her fur with a towel, trying to warm her up. She still seemed nervous, unsure of her surroundings. At times, she even tried to run away, but they stayed close, calming her with gentle voices and slow movements. They gave her food, but she didn't touch it. Instead, she went to a corner, curled up, and rested. They understood she needed time, so they left the food nearby and gave her space. Later that day, they checked her injured eye carefully and decided she needed to see a vet. The hospital was far away, but they prepared everything and set out around 2 p.m., driving through the rain for nearly 2 hours until they arrived. At the clinic, the doctor examined her thoroughly. He found small wounds all over her body, signs of poor health, and confirmed she was malnourished from days without proper food. Her eye was also checked, and the doctor diagnosed her with keratoconjunctivitis sicca, or dry eye disease. It happens when the eye doesn't produce enough tears, which can cause serious damage if untreated. Thankfully, the doctor explained it could be managed with medication, and she had a good chance of recovery. The doctor cleaned her up, bathed her with warm water, and dried her fur. He gave her the prescribed medicine and explained the treatment step by step, so her rescuers could continue care at home. After everything, they thanked the doctor and took her back with them. At home, she was given her own room, big enough to rest and feel safe. The first few days, she stayed cautious, but slowly things began to change. After 4 days, she started showing signs of trust. She would come closer, wag her tail a little, and her face looked brighter. They followed the doctor's instructions carefully, cleaning her wounds and giving her the medicine on time. She began to cooperate, letting them help her. After a week, her transformation was noticeable. The sadness on her face was fading. She began eating and sleeping well, gaining almost 1 kilogram in just 7 days. With every meal, every gentle touch, she grew stronger. She started enjoying their company, even playing at times. Her shy nature gave way to friendliness and joy. They could hold her, pet her, and see her relax in their arms. After 2 weeks, her wounds had healed well. Her eyes looked healthier, and she could see better. She still needed to avoid dusty places, but overall, her condition was improving quickly. To keep her happy, they played with her often, spending time together so she wouldn't feel lonely. By the 3rd week, her eye was almost fully healed, about 90% recovered. She was strong enough to go outside, run around, and even make new friends. She bonded easily with the younger members of the family, and especially with the puppy in the house. The two became inseparable, running and playing together all day long. Her life had completely changed. From a cold, shivering dog on the roadside to a happy, playful companion, she had found her place. Now she wakes up every day surrounded by love, care, and family. She is no longer scared, no longer hungry and no longer alone. For her rescuers, she has become part of their family, someone they can't imagine living without. And for her, they are the ones who gave her a second chance at life. Every day now is a happy day for her. If this story touched you, give it a like and share it with others. Even sharing helps more animals find the love and safety they deserve.